Hey friends, it's Freya at Spirit Healer Tarot. How are you? Thank you for all the subscribers that are sticking with me despite my long absence. And for the new folks, welcome to my channel. Um, I, you know, it's been a journey since Uranus transited into my sign. I'm a Taurus. I was really excited because I had this new deck that I wanted to use, and then Uranus kind of snapped into my sign and stuff sort of got discombobulated in my life. So I'm doing these now. It's the 4th of June today, and these readings will span from where we are now through the I can't even talk. September 21st. What is that called? The Fall Equinox? No. Oh my God. Spring Equinox. Yeah, the Fall Equinox. Solstice Equinox. It'll transit through to the Fall Equinox. And the reason I'm doing that is because when I was meditating for these readings, the guide that stepped forward to lead the readings this time around had a channeled message for everyone who's viewing, all signs. And that channeled message, if I can just tap in and remember correctly, it was tell them they are loved, tell them not to worry, tell them that the structures that are being dismantled at this time are for the greater good. So they're being dismantled for the greater good. Tell them it is high time to step into the new vibration. And tell them these readings will assist them and allow them to do that, to step into the new vibrations, the new cycle, so that a new cycle can begin for all of you, individually and collectively, for all of us collectively. So that was the guided message that I was being given to channel for the community this cycle. And that being said, please reach out to me if these are general readings. I'm reading for many people. If the readings sort of touch into specific themes that are going on in your life and structures are being dismantled, I've been doing some readings where tower cards are coming up over and over and over again, and it can be difficult to deal with that energy if you're not used to it, if you're not, if you're a fixed sign like I am. The tower energy can be challenging. So if you feel like there's stuff around you that's happening that you need support around, please reach out for a reading. I'm here to do that and to be that instrument for you to access divine. We all have that connection to divine energy, and sometimes, depending on what's going on for you, it can be hard to access your vibrations. So I go to my reader. She's amazing. If you guys have need of assistance with connecting to the divine, please reach out and let me know. Okay, with that being said, let's go to your readings. Hello again, everyone. So I forgot to mention during the intro that I'm using a new tarot deck. Dun, 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 dun. It's a beautiful one. It's called the Pagan Otherworlds Tarot by Uusi Publications. Each one is like custom sealed, so when you break it open, you're opening up a fresh deck that no one's ever touched before. These are the cards. They're amazing and beautiful, and just they feel like water in my hands, when I'm manipulating and shuffling them. So I really am enjoying working with them a lot. And the really cool thing about this deck is that they have 6 bonus cards. There's a card called the Seeker, which is really beautiful. And then they have moon cards for the different phases of the moon. There's the full moon, and there's the new moon, and all the different phases in between. So I'm really just enjoying working with this deck a lot. I hope you enjoy it as part of your reading. And we're going to clarify with a different deck. Most likely I'll use the Mother Peace deck to clarify the cards. And then as always, you will get an Oracle deck reading card at the end for some extra juice and some extra messages. Hello Gemini, it is your turn for your reading. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm going to say my prayer. I ask that the white light surround us, the light of protection, understanding, and healing. I ask that my guides come through and speak clearly this day for our understanding. May all of my Gemini's intentions be heard and answered, and I ask that this reading be for the highest and best of all concerned. I ask this through all my teachers. I would like Geminis to have love in their lives, to be in loving relationships, to have creative work that is fulfilling, and to always be guided towards their highest destiny. Please show us the messages and energies for Gemini for the Uranus transit through September of 2018. June through September 2018, Uranus transit messages for Gemini. Give me a moment. Okay, they're asking me to pick 5 cards for you, Gemini, so I'm going to go do that. No jumpers for you. There have been jumpers for the other signs, so let me just tune into these cards and how they want me to lay them out. Okay, first card is you. You've got the 7 of Wands, and then we'll see what the story unfolds. Got the Hanged Man, the 4 of Swords, 6 of Cups, and the Tower. Okay, we're definitely going to clarify that Tower for you. There's Uranus right there. Let's see, bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. Okay, give me a moment to take a look at your cards. Here's your first card, 7 of Wands. So they're asking me to just take a moment and gather the story for you before I start to speak, because sometimes it's so easy. I teach, so it's easy to just start speaking on the cards, but they actually want me to take an overview before I do that. So hang on. Okay, so I'm being drawn immediately to the Tower, and if you look closely, the lightning is striking the top of the tower there, and the person is falling from the tower, right? So there's this sense of being dethroned, or having the structure that you live in or have relied upon start to get struck by lightning, dismantled, etc. Now, in your case, it's only the top of the structure that got impacted by this lightning, right? And perhaps this being was up there, and so now she's fallen down to the ground. But the rest of the tower is really still standing. You know, it hasn't been completely demolished, right? It's just where you were standing got kind of struck by that lightning. So what's telling me is this Uranus transit is striking places in you that perhaps need restructuring. Maybe you needed to be taken down and, you know, be given a bit of a lesson. And there's this sense of, see, I'm seeing the Seven of Wands now and the Ace of Cups. There's this sense of, even though, you know, you might have lost face during this transit, or you might, certain things might not look so good to your ego, you've got the spiritual strength to stand strong and stand sturdy, and stand your ground, not rigidly in the sense of denying that the tower was struck, but more like, okay, this was struck, this is why. I can see where it could have been built more solidly. I can see why that needed to happen. And that's just information for me so that I can, you know, build it stronger and keep going and not make those same mistakes or use a different material, or, you know, you're taking it in a way that it isn't devastating, is what I'm sensing. And Geminis are so good with that anyway, right? You guys are really good at injecting humor in situations that can get too serious. And that's a real gift of your sign. And there's also this Ace of Cups. So I'll hold it. These cards are so beautiful. I wish you could see the intricate imagery on that cup. It's like you have self-love, even though this tower moment is happening in an aspect of your life. It could be, you know, it could be work, it could be personal life, it could be your own spiritual growth. But you have self-love there, and you know how to give love to yourself. You're the kind, if you're listening to this channel, this is a channel for spiritual seekers and those who know they're on a spiritual journey to receive insights on their path. So you're the kind of Gemini who knows how to give love to self. And so this tower moment that you're having with Uranus transiting through the aspect of your chart that it's in, it's kind of like, all right, I knew this was coming, it came, and I'm going to stand strong, plant my staff on the ground, and continue on. Now, the three other cards that I'm seeing, the Hanged Man, the Four of Swords, and the Six of Cups, to me it's like you're taking time out to see things from another perspective. The Hanged Man is the card of, sometimes the card of inaction, right? You're going to take some time to see things from another perspective. You're going to take time, right? Four of Swords is taking a time out, laying your sword down, taking a time out from the Three of Swords energy, laying your sword down. But after a while, you know, it's upside down. So after a while, you are going to get back up. Now, because the Hanged Man is the major arcana card right at the bottom of the deck, this is speaking to the need for self-examination, the need for real deep introspection on something. It's like you're trying to get your perspective, and with the Four of Swords in reverse, you may have a very busy life so that you can't put your sword away and just take time to get perspective, you know. But I would make time to do that. I would make time to do that. And what's on your mind, crowning your reading, is the Six of Cups. And let me just tune into what this card is meaning for you. Some of what you're taking time to evaluate, some of what you're taking time out to see in a new perspective, are memories of the beautiful past. This is a very nostalgic card. Geminis don't strike me as you know, really sentimental, nostalgic people, but they are good-hearted people, and so you might be going through this review of the past and review of where things worked out and where things didn't, and maybe just, you know, having a moment of really having gratitude for the path that you've walked with certain people, having gratitude for the love given and received with certain people. I'm not seeing you like wishing them, longing for them back. Nothing like that. It's more just honoring their role and their place in the chapter of your life that they were in, and really taking it into your heart, that chapter of your life and what that brought to you, and harvesting those lessons and bringing them forward. Again, the card that was at the bottom of your deck, so the base of the reading is the card of self-love. And I think for you, being that you are Gemini and you're a very dual sign, there's love of self and then love of others that are going to preoccupy you for the next 3 months. And making time to really take a look at those others who brought you joy, who brought you life and light, and again, the chapters that they've occupied in your life. Okay, I hope that was useful. I hope that made sense. Let me just pull, trying to sense if there's anything that needs to be said about the Tower. You know what? I'm just going to ask for 2 oracle cards to come as supportive energies for you for the next 3 months as you move through this Uranus period of time. Like I said, for you, it's not looking as devastating as it is for some of the other signs. So, you know, maybe you're one of the luckier ones. So please, Oracle, show us an energy, a helping spirit, an ally for Gemini to call upon, to work with as they move through the next few months. Oh, beautiful. We got hummingbird. That makes me smile. Hummingbird is so much about love and beauty and just, you know, pleasure and the cherishing of the good things in life. Like I said, with this Tower card, you have joy to draw upon. You have goodness and sweetness and innocence of heart to draw upon. Gemini is the innocence of the zodiac. Let me read what it says. that's a beautiful energy that's around you that is going to help you through the month if you remember to call on it. Oops, wrong book. Like, why are there no animals? It's because it's not the book. Hummingbird. Yes. Okay, so the message for hummingbird in this book: positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that they have learned where to gather nectar, and they return to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. When in balance, smart, curious, loves to learn. When out of balance, pushy, insistent, and sharp. To bring into balance, take a class. Okay, I don't think that's the message for you guys, but maybe some of you might want to take classes. For me, the message is to remember your joy. Remember those people, places, things, memories that can cultivate joy in your heart in moments when, you know, it's not so easily present and available. Like when you're in the tower moment, like when you're in the hanged man moment, like when you're having to stand strong and, you know, fight for what you believe in and stand up for yourself. Sometimes it's hard to see the beauty and the pleasure of life, but this ally is there for you, reminding you that love is all around you, beauty is all around you, the nectars and sweetness of life is all around you. So there's that energy to help you through the next 3 months. And then let's pull one of these love letters to earth cards. And if you've been following me on this channel, you know that when I use these cards, they are spiritual symbols and mandalas that you can meditate upon for healing. So which love letters symbol would like to come as an ally for Gemini for these next 3 months? Oh wow, again. Okay, Father energy. A lot of folks are drawing upon this card during this transit. Okay, let's read what it says. And I'll hold it up close to you. So you can take the symbol, meditate upon it, imagine it going into your crown, your third eye, imagine it going into your throat and your heart, your solar plexus, your belly, and your root chakra. Wherever it feels right to be supportive to you, go ahead and breathe it in. And I'll read the mantra. If Mother is movement, then Father is measure. He is the driving force of clarity, action, strength, structure, and discipline within each one of us. He is time, language, and imparts the wisdom of thought. The Father brings stability and encouragement based on the principles of temperance, strategy, and execution. So however that lands for you, Gemini, just take a moment to be with this card and really take in that Father energy that wants to support you this month. Sense it giving you the strength you need, the clarity, the perspective. And I'm just noticing that you've got the Father, you've got the dove, very receptive feminine energy here in the Ace of Cups. And you've got the woman falling from the tower and the hummingbird kind of, if I do it this way, going to her to catch her and to help her out. Right? It's like there's support for you there. This tower energy is not as bad as it could be for you. Many blessings, Gemini. Hope that helped. If something else is going on in your life and this reading did not resonate, feel free to reach out down below. I'm happy to do a private reading for you. I can do it on Skype. I can do it over the phone. I can record a reading and send you a video of it. There's many different ways to connect and many different ways to access wisdom for you. So do reach out if you need it, and otherwise I'll see you soon. Take care.